Ah yes, Bloodborne, the AAA Lovecraftian horror game by From Software that came out in 2015. This game has been out for quite a long time, and yet it's known for its solid gameplay, beautifully crafted world, and its open-ended yet engaging lore laced into its core gameplay mechanics through item descriptions and such. As my first From Software game, I could sing praises about it, but this video is not about that. This video is about Bloodborne's PvP in 2022. Well, 2021. Actually, I'd say in between 2021 and 2022, because the footage I have was recorded a couple of months ago, but it should still be relevant. For the most part, Bloodborne's PvP isn't dead. There are a bunch of key areas in the game where you can still get jewels. Keyword being jewels. Areas like the Nightmare Frontier and Menses are areas where you'll get fights at pretty much low level through meta level, so it's level at 120, 125, up to level 150. Now in this video, most of the PvP you see here, actually all of it will be here in Nightmare Frontier, because I found that it's the most consistent area to get PvP in Bloodborne. That means, however, that traditional invasions are nearly impossible to come by unless you are in these areas. Now, in my attempt to get footage for this, I did a Sinister run in which I didn't get invaded until I reached the Forbidden Woods. Even then, most of the invasions I got there were trolls trying to gank me with the mobs, even though I was pretty much running alone with a +3 Chikage, and I believe I was like level 50 or something. And as for the jewels that you get here in Frontier and Menses, it isn't smooth sailing either. Most of it is filled with like 2, 3, 4, and even 5-minute downtimes where you just run around killing the silver beasts, especially since for some invasions to go through you actually have to reset the area, so you end up facing a lot of that. Also, mostly you'll end up fighting the same people in these areas over and over again, so yeah, it ends up getting repetitive a lot, way too easily. Furthermore, the skill ceiling is inconsistent with some of the opponents. You'll find that some opponents you face will be like really skilled running meta level builds. Others will be, well, I wouldn't say unskilled. They would be not as skilled as you'd expect, but they would have, like, my guess would be like 125 to 150 builds that are unoptimized for PvP. Hell, even my own build is a 50 strength with 30 dex build, which is enough to use the burial blade, so it isn't optimized, but it works. It's enough to deal consistent damage. But once you run into those people who have those optimized builds, you actually see where the flaw is in the build itself. So when you run into a skilled player, you know, that's that. You basically have a fight where you get one shot mostly, and if you don't, you have fights against these guys who aren't as skilled but are skilled enough to, you know, provide an engaging fight. But aside from all of that, Bloodborne's PvP is still alive. You know, not to the same extent as Dark Souls 3, but enough that you can still enjoy some hunter on hunter action. So yeah, that's my take on Bloodborne's PvP in 2022, and It's been Bearkey. So this is a new style of video. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. For now, I'll leave you with the next 3 minutes of me fighting this guy. Thanks for watching.